Okay, guys, I'm going to work this problem. Some people want to kind of review for the test. Basically, we want to simplify this fraction, this equation, because we don't like fractions within a fraction. So we need to get rid of these denominators, okay? This denominator is fine down here. It's having a fraction up here, a fraction within a fraction. So I need to get rid of an x minus 1 and an x plus 3. So I'm going to multiply this whole numerator by x minus 1 times x plus 3. But guess what? I have to multiply the denominator times the same thing. I can't just multiply the numerator. So basically this over this is 1. All right. So I'm going to have this times this times this, and this times this in the denominator. X plus 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 3 over x minus 1 minus x times x minus 1 times x plus 3, that's this part, okay? All right, all of that's over x plus 3, okay? And then I have all of this underneath this x plus 4, okay? Let me see if I can get this. Times x minus 1 times x plus 3. All right, so here my x minus 1s are going to cancel out. Up here, the x plus 3's cancel out. Right? So this right here, I have x plus 2 times x plus 3, and that's just FOIL. First, I'm going to have x squared outer plus 3x. Oops, okay, so I have x squared plus 3x. And then my inner is 2 times x plus 2x. Okay? And then I've got last 2 times plus 3 is plus 6, okay? Minus, now I'm going to group this whole thing. Well, I'm going to make this minus go with the x, okay? You can do it several ways. I can group this whole thing and then distribute the negative, or I can attach this here. I've got negative x times, I'm going to attach that with the x, okay? All right. If I had to do... another way to do it is just do x times x minus 1 and group that in parentheses and get x squared minus x, and then distribute this to make that negative x squared and plus x. But here, I'll take care of it now because I'm attaching that negative here. This is just, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Negative x times x minus x squared. Negative x times negative 1 is plus x, okay? All right, so here's my numerator. All right, and my denominator is going to be this. Let's do this right here. Let's FOIL this right here. X times x, x squared. I've got a negative, let's do, the inner is 4x, my outer is minus x, plus 4x minus x. And the last is 4 times negative 1. Okay. And, 4 times negative 1 is minus 4, okay, minus x squared, oops, disregard that, I'm sorry, duh, all right, and all that, so this was this FOIL here, I got sidetracked, folks, and then all that, still we got to do x plus 3. So let's simplify the numerator. I've got x squared, okay, I've got an x squared. Now I've got this right here is plus 5x, and I've got plus 6 minus x squared plus x. I'm still dealing with the numerator, so here I've got, let's combine like terms, okay? I've got x squared and minus x squared. Cancel out, okay? I've got 5x and a plus x, okay? 5x plus x, that's 6x, and I've got plus 6. Okay, and that can factor out. Notice 6 is common, but we'll look at that later. All right, so there's my numerator, okay? All right, I had this 5x plus x squared plus 5x plus 6 minus x squared plus x, and that got us this. Now let's look at our denominator, still working. Here I've got x squared plus 4x minus x. We're just combining. This is easy stuff. I'm just kind of taking my time for this video. All right. That's 4x minus x is 3x. X squared plus 3x minus 4. And all that's going to be times x plus 3. All right, so I'm going to do distributive property here. This times all of this, and then plus 3 times all of this, okay? X times x squared is going to be, here's my new denominator, x cubed, okay? X times 3x is plus 3x squared, okay? All right? And x times minus 4 is minus 4x. And now let's do 3. 3 times x squared is plus 3x squared. 3 times 3x is plus 9x, and 3 times negative 4 is minus 12, okay? And up here I still have 6x plus 6. All right, so let's simplify the denominator. X cubed is all we have, x, okay? So x cubed, I've got an 3x squared here, I've got plus 3x squared here. Okay, so there's a plus 3x squared, there's a plus 3x squared. So that's going to be 6x squared. So I'm done with that, that, and that. I've got 9x minus 4x. That's plus 5x. I'm done with that, and I got minus 12. Okay, so this won't simplify, but basically, as far as canceling this out, as far as I know, and I'm not really worried about it. Right now, we can put our answer as this right here, this 6x plus 6 over x cubed plus 6x squared plus 5x minus 12, okay? And as far as I'm concerned, this is, like I said, we have what? Gotten rid of all this. So getting rid of all our fraction within a fraction. This is just a normal fraction, numerator, denominator, okay? So we did what? We looked at, this is fine, but we would need to get rid of the fraction within a fraction. So it's kind of like what would make the common denominator would be this and this. So we multiply this whole equation by this and the denominator as well. When we multiply this, the x minus 1's cancel out. We multiply this, the x plus 3's cancel out. So my numerator was x plus 2 times x plus 3. These x minus 1's cancel out. Over here we had the x plus 3's cancel out. And it's x times x minus 1. I said different techniques. You can multiply this and then distribute, or you can attach this to the negative to the x and distribute it that way. Down below, no canceling. There was no cancellations. This times this, and we foiled it. X squared plus 5x. I'm sorry, here we go. X squared plus 4x minus x. That's going to be, like I said, here's a 4x minus x. That's going to be our 3, that's our 3x. So we foiled this out, and then we are going to still have to multiply it by that x plus 3. Anyway, we did simplified the numerator, and then we had to work on the denominator, which was x squared plus 3x minus 4 times the x plus 3, and we did that. And it's just a matter of doing your math and adding. Make sure you combine like terms, the x squareds. X cubed is all alone. You combine the x's to the first power and your constant, and there you have it. All right, that's all I have. Remember, there was that one problem that I had wrong on the website. I did not change that, guys. So let me just see real quick. Minus 2x. It was, it was number 3. I had a minus 4x there. This is number 3 on this one here. This was the one we worked. This one right here. The third one we worked, and I called it number 3 on so this was from Friday's assignment. And I got down here, and I had minus 4x somehow. I had minus x. Sorry, and then when I worked this, I had a minus x squared. I'm sorry, I had a minus 2x. I forgot what I had here, guys. I have minus x squared and this plus 3x squared. Minus x squared should be a positive 2x. And I've changed my answer. I ended up originally having minus 4x. So if you check the website and the answers on Friday's work, that's that error. I talked about it in class, all right? That's all I have. Happy testing tomorrow.